Welcome to Breaking Wire. If you're ready to experience stories that inspire, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. July 19th, 2026. MetLife Stadium, New Jersey. The world watched in disbelief as Canada, the ultimate underdog, lifted the FIFA World Cup trophy. A nation known for hockey and humility had conquered the world's game, rewriting its own story in golden letters. The odds were astronomical, the experts dismissive, but Canada's victory was real, a seismic moment that united 40 million hearts. This wasn't just a win, it was a cultural awakening, a new identity forged in the fires of belief and resilience. Canada, once overlooked, became the center of the footballing universe. Their journey was more than a sporting miracle, it was a testament to the power of hope, unity, and the unpredictable beauty of the game. As the final whistle blew, Canadian cities erupted into global villages, alive with joy and possibility. The world saw that in sports, anything is possible, and that a nation's character can fuel the greatest Cinderella story of all. This is the story of how the Great White North became the new North Star, shining brighter than ever before. A new era had begun, not just for Canadian soccer, but for the spirit of a nation. The impossible had happened, and it changed everything. Let's relive the journey that captured the world's imagination. The 2026 World Cup was the largest ever, 48 teams, 3 host nations, and over 100 matches. Canada, given an automatic berth, was seen as a minor player beside the US and Mexico. Toronto and Vancouver were chosen as host cities, their soccer culture still growing but full of promise. Few believed Canada would make an impact. Their goal was modest: win a match, score a goal, maybe escape the group. The new format offered hope for underdogs, but expectations remained low. The spotlight was on the US, its stadiums, its stars, its spectacle. But quietly, north of the border, something extraordinary was about to unfold. The real story of the tournament was not in the headlines, but in the hearts of a nation ready to surprise the world. Canada's journey was just beginning. From the opening whistle in Toronto, Canada played with fearless energy, stunning opponents and electrifying fans. Their first ever World Cup win sent shockwaves across the country. Pubs, streets, and homes erupted in celebration. The underdog label became their strength, fueling a high-pressing, exhilarating style. Host cities transformed into carnivals, with fans from every nation joining the party. Canadian hospitality was on full display, welcoming, inclusive, and infectious. As Canada advanced, belief soared. A dramatic group stage finish sent them to the knockouts. The team's young stars became instant icons, their faces everywhere. Soccer fever swept the nation. News led with match analysis. Politicians cheered from the stands, and red and white flags filled the summer air. Canada was no longer just a participant, they were contenders, carrying the hopes of millions. The country fell in love with football, and the team rewarded that love with the performance of a lifetime. The impossible felt within reach. A nation was transformed. While Canada celebrated, the US faced criticism for strict visa policies and bureaucratic hurdles that kept many international fans out. Stories of fans stranded by paperwork and unwelcoming rhetoric dominated headlines. The American approach felt more like a warning than an invitation. In stark contrast, Canada doubled down on openness, streamlined visas, friendly border agents, and free transit for ticket holders. Volunteers greeted visitors with smiles, and cities rolled out the red carpet. The message was clear. Canada was thrilled to host the world. The result? A tale of 2 tournaments. US stadiums were full, but the multicultural spirit felt thin. In Canada, the atmosphere was electric, spontaneous, and deeply international. Fans unable to enter the US flocked north, making Canada their home base. The soul of the World Cup was migrating. Canada became the true heart of the tournament. The world's party had found a new home. The contrast could not have been clearer. As the knockout rounds began, international fans poured into Toronto and Vancouver, drawn by the legendary atmosphere. Social media buzzed with scenes of Brazilians, Germans, and Japanese fans celebrating together in Canadian streets. Fan zones overflowed, every match a global festival, regardless of who played. Canadians and visitors cheered side by side, creating a unique fusion of cultures and support. The tournament's spiritual home was now unmistakably Canadian. Economic and cultural booms followed, bars packed, traditions shared, and a new sense of national pride blossomed. Canada's multicultural identity was on full display, embraced and celebrated, even as major games played out in the US. The real party was in Canada. The world's biggest celebration wasn't about the stadiums, it was about the people. The fans had chosen Canada. The nation had become the soul of the 2026 World Cup. Canada's knockout run was pure drama, each match a new chapter in an unfolding legend. In Vancouver, a penalty shootout win sent them to their first-ever quarter-final. In Seattle, tens of thousands of Canadians turned an American stadium into a home fortress. Down late, against a South American giant, Canada equalized in the 88th minute, then won in extra time with a moment of brilliance. The semi-final was a tactical masterclass. Defense, discipline, and a single counterattack goal toppled the European champions. Exhausted but unbroken, Canada reached the final. Against Spain, the world expected the fairy tale to end. For 90 minutes, Canada held firm, defending, believing, refusing to break. Extra time. In the 112th minute, a Canadian defender rose above all, heading home the winning goal. The final whistle brought agony and ecstasy. Canada, champions of the world. The impossible dream was now reality. The world watched in awe. The underdogs had conquered the summit. A new chapter in football history was written. Canada's miracle was complete. The victory parade in Toronto was the largest in Canadian history. Millions united in joy. The World Cup trophy became a symbol of a new, confident Canada. Soccer was no longer a niche. It was now part of the national identity. The tournament's legacy was about more than economics. It was about spirit and unity. Canada's openness didn't just save the fan experience, it defined it. The world saw that inclusiveness and celebration are strengths, not weaknesses. For 1 month, borders faded. Fans from every nation celebrated together. The World Cup became a beacon of hope in a divided world. Canada's triumph was a reminder of sport's power to unite. The story was bigger than football. It was about a nation finding its voice. Embracing the world brought unexpected rewards. The trophy will gather dust, but the legacy of unity and joy will last forever. Canada's Summer of Miracles will never be forgotten.